I got a bad feeling about this.
We're just a couple of weeks removed from the release of LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. You guys have been letting us know a few things along the way. What can you tell us? What is it about this game that has you the most excited?
I think one of the most exciting new things is obviously we tell the story of The Force Awakens. LEGO Star Wars is a massive game, massive IP anyway, but we get to tell new stories that lead into The Force Awakens. Some of these people have never seen before. We've had the real privilege of working with Lucasfilm to tell these stories, and this is the first place that people will get to experience them, such as how Han Solo captured the Rathtar creatures that are on board the freighter during the film. You know, we get to tell the story of how he used to have a bigger crew, and that's amazing for us to be able to tell that story.
That is very cool. And another thing that you're doing a little bit differently than most of the LEGO titles is the sort of the season pass and the sort of the content that's going to come out later. What's been the strategy there, and what can people expect from that?
So I think what people can expect from it are new stories that they've not seen. We've not held anything back from The Force Awakens. There's lots of cool things as well. Like, I'm a massive fan of Star Wars Rebels, and you know, there's a character pack that focuses on those guys. There's a character pack that focuses on the really cool characters from the Clone Wars TV show. And we keep everything in The Force Awakens. That's strong enough as it is. There's also level packs that tell stories of what goes on alongside The Force Awakens. So we get to find out what happens to Poe after he crash lands on Jakku. So in the film, we see Finn crash land. He gets up, Poe's nowhere to be seen, and you know, we get to tell that story. It's cool. People get to see these new sort of off-camera stories, as they're called, that sit alongside The Force Awakens.
So it's like the stuff that's in the game that's extra from the film, in the main game, that's stuff that happens before, and then the DLC is stuff that happens in parallel.
Yes. So yeah, all the new Star Wars adventures tell the story leading up to The Force Awakens, and the content that we have in the season pass, the level packs, those tell stories that take place alongside The Force Awakens. So we tell the story of how Poe escaped from Jakku. We tell Kylo Ren's side of the story on Takodana and how he captures Rey. That's really cool. Just getting to play as Kylo Ren, you know, using his unique Force powers, using his red lightsaber, and then we get to tell another story that we've had the privilege of coming up with is the tale of these two Resistance pilots that crash on Starkiller during the escape section. So as the planet's blowing up, these guys crash land, and they're trying to fight their way off the planet alongside everyone else. It's, you know, again, it's just cool stories that people get to experience first in the LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Also an environment that I would have loved to see more of, but you know, in the movie.
Yeah. So Starkiller is a really cool place. So it's one of the places we get to actually explore. It's one of our open world segments, so you'll be able to explore Jakku, Takodana, Starkiller, and you get to see a lot of Starkiller that we've not seen in the movies. You get to see so few sections of it. You know, the landing ground, the oscillator which gets blown up, and then that's all you see. Whereas we have the full planet to explore. As well as that, you get to, for the first time, you get to go inside the Millennium Falcon. We have the full, as authentic as we possibly can, Millennium Falcon interior to explore, and that's ace to be able to run around that as your Lego figure, and it's just surreal to see like almost a one-to-one Millennium Falcon with a Lego character running around.
So I know you can't reveal too much, but out of the characters that you have revealed, do you have a favorite, someone that you feel is special to yourself, that you're happy that you got in there?
From The Force Awakens, BB-8's my favorite, definitely. He's like, you know, he's just adorable. He brings a lot of unique mechanics, things that people haven't seen, and he's unique in his own way. He's a sphere in a world of squares. It prevents challenges, but also it makes him feel completely special. In terms of other characters, one that's really cool is in Takodana, when Finn tries to leave in the film, there's an alien character with a red mask, and we get to expand on his backstory in one of the new Star Wars adventures, and get to tell sort of his personality, show off his cool weapons, And I remember seeing him before the film came out in a promo shot. I was like, he looks ace. He looks really cool. And then for us to be able to do a level and work him up as a character is like, it's amazing.
Very interesting. You get to do the honors, right off the release date and all the platforms that it's coming to.
So Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, out on June 28th. PS4, PS3, PC, Wii U, 3DS, Vita, Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
That's brilliant. You got some practice saying that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
Vader.
We're not done yet. You might need this.